Which was better, the book or the movie? That is the question in today's quiz with 10 questions where I ask you, did this happen in the book or the movie? This is Trivia with Buds. Welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out the show, and thanks for telling a friend about what it is that I do. What is it that I do? It's hosting trivia every day of my life for the last 10 years in some form or another. And thank you guys for having me for all your virtual parties over the last 10 months or so. About 350 events under my belt in the virtual space, and lots of fun things we can do, like music, number, trivia, and picture bingo. We can do trivia with CrowdPurr. We can do Family Feud. I just got a template for the weakest link that I'm trying to kind of learn how to host. That will be fun because I get to kind of make fun of people like they do on that show. So I'm looking forward to running some of that. I got some Wheel of Fortune. I got some Jeopardy. I've got this new thing called the 20-second challenge where you have to spin a wheel virtually and do something in 20 seconds. It's all fun, and it's all available on my website. Go check out videos and demos at triviawithbuds.com. Brand new website coming very soon, probably February 2021. Taking some new pictures with a photographer in January and redesigning the website to look a little bit hipper and a little bit more virtual-centric since I am not out in person doing much these days. Today's episode is called Book or Movie. It was written by my friend Heidi Baird, who wrote a bunch of great trivia rounds for me during my busy time in November and December. And I'm going to use this one that she wrote called Book or Movie. So you have to tell me, did this thing happen in the book or the movie? Because they often change things from book to movie or movie to book. So you'll have to determine that in this 50-50 quiz today. Before we get into that, I want to tell you about a book I'm reading right now. It was a gag gift from my wife for Christmas. My wife Ashley loves to give me goofy stuff every year. Gives me goofy stuff. This is a book that she got me at Barnes & Noble, and this is a genre of book called cozy mystery. If you listen to my show and you've heard me talk about it before, it's like the show Psych or Monk, those USA detective shows, or Murder, She Wrote. They're called cozy mysteries because it's usually like one murder. It's not very gruesome in a small town, and a amateur sleuth is trying to solve the mystery. So anyway, there's a whole section at Barnes & Noble they all have ridiculous titles. There's, scrapbookers and knitting and library-based and just baking chefs. Like, it's usually some kind of homebody kind of hobby, and then they mix it with a murder. It's great. Just look it up. Billion-dollar industry. But this one is called Left for Dead. Okay, F-U-R, Left for Dead, a hair-raising murderer. Okay, so hair is spelled H-A-R-E. This is by J.M. Griffin, and I am on chapter 5 of this book right now. Here's the description. On Furbridge Farm, Jules cares for rescued rabbits. But when a killer strikes, she'll need a rabbit to rescue her. Juliet Jules Bridge prides herself on the tender rehabilitation she provides for injured or abused rabbits on her New Hampshire rescue farm. But she has a very special relationship with one bunny in particular. Bun is a black and white rabbit who happens to have the ability to communicate through mental telepathy. What? Once she got over the shock, Jules found her furry friend had a lot to say. One frigid March morning on their walk together, Bun spots a body. The police identified the frozen stiff as Arthur Freeman, a.k.a. Artie the Mime. Jules and Artie knew each other on the children's party circuit where he'd perform magic tricks, and she had an educational rabbit petting pen. With Bun egging her on, Jules decides it's time they hop to it to put their heads together to discover who silenced the mime. But their investigation leads them down a rabbit hole of more suspects and lies while a killer sets a trap for them. That is Left for Dead. That is a real book by J.M. Griffin, and I urge you to read this book. The third paragraph, the bunny starts talking. Okay, so I'm going to give you a spoiler alert. By the third paragraph of the first page, this bunny is very chatty. And yes, if you've ever had an idea for a book and you're like, that might be a little too out there, this is a published book that thousands, I will say at least tens of thousands of people are probably buying. So there you go. And get back to the drawing board with writing. Go write something. You could do it. I believe in you. And I'll read it. If you have some telepathy book about a bunny. That's my favorite genre of fiction. Okay, That's enough for me for the intro, but we're going to jump into book or movie right now. Tell me if this thing happened in the book or the movie. Here we go. Book or movie question number 1. In The Hunger Games, the mayor's daughter, Madge, gives Katniss the Mockingjay pin. Is that something that happens in the book or the movie? Number 1, in The Hunger Games, the mayor's daughter, Madge, gives Katniss the Mockingjay pin. Book or movie? And question number 2. In Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry attends a Dead Day party for nearly headless Nick. Is that the book or the movie? In Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry attends a Dead Day party for nearly headless Nick. And number 3, in The Fault in Our Stars, Gus tells Hazel, "I'm in love with you, and I know love is just a shout into the void," to her while at dinner at Orangey. Is that the movie or the book? Number 4, in My Sister's Keeper, Anna dies in a car crash and her kidney is donated to Kate. Is that in the book or movie? Number 4. Number 5, in Ready Player One, in order to obtain the Jade Key, players must rescue Kira from zombies inside a recreation of Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Is that the book or the movie? Number 5. And number 6, in Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Arwen raises the river and saves Strider and the hobbits from the Nazgul. Book or movie? Number 6. Number 7, Amy drugs Desi before cutting his throat and killing him. Is that the book or the movie? In Gone Girl. Number 7, Amy drugs Desi before cutting his throat and killing him. Is that the book or the movie for Gone Girl? And number 8, in Life of Pi, Richard Parker is saved when Pi throws him a life buoy and pulls him onto the boat. Is that the book or the movie? And number 9, in The Help, Abilene covers up an L-shaped crack in Miss Leafolt's table with a bowl of chicken salad. Book or movie? Number 9. And your final question, number 10, in The Martian, Mindy Park discovers that Mark Watney is alive due to the movement of the rover. True or false? Book or movie? What do you think? Number 10. Those are all of your book or movie questions for today's very creative quiz from Heidi Baird. We'll be right back in just a second to see what you knew. We are back with the answers to book or movie. Let's see what it was for number 1. In The Hunger Games, the mayor's daughter Madge gives Katniss the Mockingjay pin. Does that happen on film or in the pages? That is book. Number 1, book. Number 2, in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry attends a Dead Day party for nearly headless Nick. Is that the book or movie? That is the book, but not on screen, just the book. Number 3, in The Fault in Our Stars, Gus tells Hazel, "I'm in love with you, and I just want to shout into the void at dinner at Orangey." That is in the movie, but not the book, in the movie. And number 4, in My Sister's Keeper, Anna dies in a car crash and her kidney is donated to Kate. That is in the book, the book. Number 5, in Ready Player One, in order to obtain the Jade Key, players must rescue Kira from zombies inside a recreation of Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. That is the movie, the movie. And number 6, in Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Arwen raises the river and saves Strider and the hobbits from the Nazgul. That is the movie, the movie. Number 7, Amy drugs Desi before cutting his throat and killing him in Gone Girl. That is the book, the book. And number 8, in Life of Pi, Richard Parker is saved when Pi throws a life buoy and pulls him onto the boat. That is the book. And number 9, in The Help, Abilene covers up an L-shaped crack in Miss Leafolt's table with a bowl of chicken salad. That is the movie, the movie. And number 10, in The Martian, Mindy Park discovers that Mark Watney is alive due to the movement of the rover. That is the movie, the movie. And there you go. Your brain has been tested with both on screen and in the pages. Hopefully had fun with those great questions from my friend Heidi. Thanks for playing along today. We have one more thing for you called the Fact of the Day. The Fact of the Day is that newborn babies don't shed tears until they're 3 months old. No tear ducts until 3 months of age. So that is why they cry so much, because they can't They can't make water come out of their eyes. That's got to be it, right? No tears in the newborns till 3 months old. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the show. Thanks for telling a friend about the podcast, and we'll see you next time for more trivia with me. Cheers.